So guys, one of the things which I look for while I'm trading is the market sentiment, right? So I need to know at any point of time whether the underlying market sentiment is bullish, bearish, or neutral. And that can make a huge difference in terms of profits and losses, because trades taken in line with the sentiment usually work out, and trades taken against the market sentiment usually go in a loss, right? So it's one of the very basic things while you're doing active trading is to keep an eye on the market sentiment. So the trades that you're seeing right now, right here, for example, they were taken with the market sentiment and they worked out beautifully. I will explain them later in the video. But let's talk about the sentiment itself. Like, what exactly is the market sentiment? How do we measure it? How do we track it? And what are the things that we have to keep in mind? So when somebody is looking for the sentiment in the market, they are essentially asking that who is more aggressive in the market? Are the buyers more aggressive or are the sellers more aggressive? Right? So if the buyers are more aggressive, then the sentiment is bullish. If the sellers are more aggressive, the sentiment is bearish. If neither of them are aggressive, then the sentiment is neutral. Now, why is the sentiment required, right? People, those of you who are trading in Nifty or Sensex, you basically are just looking at the index. If it's going down, you know that sentiment is negative. If it's going up, you know the sentiment is positive, right? That's how we should be interpreting. But the reality is that Nifty and Sensex, they are only representing a very small fraction of the overall market. And that sometimes can be deceiving, sometimes coincidentally, sometimes by design. Right? That's called market manipulation or index management. We will talk about that in a separate video. But the story here is that if you're only looking at Nifty or if you're only looking at Sensex, that can give you a wrong picture, and then the trades that you take based on that sometimes can go horribly wrong. So what we need to look at is not just Nifty, but how is the overall market doing, right? There are thousands of stocks out there, that how are they performing? And when it comes to looking at the broader market, which is beyond Nifty 50, we have to rely on a very powerful tool called Adance Decline Chart. So this chart right here is a real-time chart of the number of stocks that are advancing versus the number of stocks that are declining. So the red line right here shows the number of stocks that are below their previous day's closing price, and the green line shows you the number of stocks which are above the previous day's closing price. And the difference between these two, right? So if the red line is higher and the green line is lower, you know that there are more stocks falling and there are fewer stocks that are going up, and vice versa if the green line is above and the red line is down. So at any point of time, what I'm looking for basically is that, okay, what is the big picture, right? So what is the big picture? So big picture, if today, for example, most of the stocks are down, it means that the market is bearish. So as an option seller, for example, what it means for me is that I can sell call options without having to worry too much, right? But on a very bullish day, I will be reluctant to sell call options because the broader market is so bullish that if I sell any call options, then they can backfire against me. And same logic goes for the put options as well. So this is like the most obvious thing, right? But now there is one more thing that I look for, and that is more important than anything else that we have discussed so far, and that is the divergence. So what that means is that if Nifty is, for example, going higher and higher and higher, whereas the broader market sentiment is extremely bearish, means for every one stock which is rising, there are, let's say, 5 stocks which are falling. That sometimes can be a red flag, means Nifty might be going up, but the broader market sentiment is bearish. It means the move may not be sustainable, so I will be reluctant to become too bullish, right? In the same way, if Nifty is going down, but the broader market sentiment is extremely bullish, I would be reluctant to become bearish, because at any point of time, if I'm taking short positions, they can backfire against me, right? So this is how essentially the advanced decline chart helps. So this, by the way, this is on our VRDNation platform. You can use it. This is free. It doesn't have any pop-up, doesn't have any ads. You don't have to have any login and everything. So just bookmark this link, come here, have it open as a separate tab at all times. If you are an active trader, right? If you are an active trader, if you are trading on an intraday basis, this chart should be on one of your screens at all times. I cannot emphasize this enough. This is such a powerful tool for making sure that you're not making expensive mistakes, right? So that's the one thing. Second thing which you have to look for is there are two tabs here. One is close, other is open, right? So what does it mean? So these two tabs actually refer to the price with which we are comparing the LTP, right? So if I'm comparing a stock's price, the stock's last traded price, with respect to the previous day's closing price, right? Then, so that's what basically means the closing price. Opening price basically means that, okay, forget about what happened yesterday. Tell me today, since morning, since 9:15, what has happened in the market, right? So there are two ways to look at the market. One is with respect to the previous day and one is to the current day. So they both have a certain meaning attached to them. We probably will discuss in a separate video, but that's what this is. Now coming back to the trades that I took today, you can see right here that the advanced decline ratio from the get-go was bad, like really bad. You know that the market was bearish. So for me, actually, it made my life easier. Why? Because I was not reluctant to sell call options because the confidence I got from the advanced decline chart. Right from the get-go, you know that, okay, the market is weak. There's a lot of bearishness here. So I just sold calls. And as you can see, none of those call options gave any trouble. It was just a smooth ride. In Buzzer, by the way, this is where you can track the live PNL and you guys can all have access to this Buzzer. We will link it in the description below. It's a free tool. From Zerodha login, you can just use it and you can see for yourself. It's a beautiful tool. You can see that nothing happened. So the credit goes to advanced decline chart today because as simple as that. Now one last thing before I wrap up. Advanced decline chart is one of the things that I look for. It's one of the things. It's not the only thing that I look for. So in trading, you have to keep this in mind that you cannot trade just based on one single indicator. Right? So just keep this in mind. You can never trade based on one single indicator. You have to triangulate your trades based on multiple indicators. Some indicators can be advanced declines and some of them you can actually find on Market Pulse itself. But never just take trades purely because of advances and declines. They should be one of the factors that you keep in mind while taking trades or while deciding whether to stay in an existing trade or not. All right. So we'll see. We'll make some more videos explaining how we use advanced declines and of course the difference between the closing price and the opening price and all. But bookmark this link. Make sure that you keep an eye on advances and declines on a daily basis and never ever go against the market sentiment.